I have wandered many places, but they're all the same to me. Nowhere I found to settle down. A little bit further, I'll find my rest in the shadow of the valley that I love best. In the shadow of the valley that I love best. Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Mysterious JG, and we're in the shadow of the valley that we ended up in by being impatient about taking an incredibly long, winding route back to the hunters, veterans, whatever's zone. So we plopped off this mountain that we'd been on. You can still see one of the animal carcasses is visible. And instead of going like all the way around here, we're actually fairly close. And I have a feeling that if we, I don't know, we spend like about 24 hours of sleep, when we wake up, the veteran will be back and ready to go for another exciting quest. As I said, I know how the veteran missions kind of wrap up. And I think there's one more to go.
Easy.
Did I put the... Oh, I put it over here. Oh, yeah. I put it over here just because I figured this would be a place. That's actually is his cabin. I was putting it over here to pick some place that was far enough out that it would let us camp there. All right.
There we go.
Now we're immediately going to end up cooking that big game. So we might as well have attempted to carry more of it than we were allowed to. Creepin' time, big game. It's creepin' time because we've joined that guy we met in the last video who wanted to double team a widow. That really didn't do that much for us. We could brew some coffee. I don't know what this is going to do for us either, other than just increase our sense of... Oh, I guess it gives us more dead-eye. What I like to do is wait for nighttime to hit and... right before it's time to go to bed, drink some coffee. I already have a full pot of coffee. So we will sleep until noon. Apparently we didn't bother to set up a tent, so we're just going to sleep out in the open air, out here in the air, brother. With Ric Flair, the stupid little man. Popo will enjoy these references, I hope. Alright. Hopefully the hunter is available to do missions, because if not, I probably shouldn't have bothered to tear down the camp, because we'll just have to sleep for another however many hours. It warped me all the way back up here? Well, it didn't really seem to like my, we never did deal with Fort Wallace. When I say deal with, I mean I had no particular understanding of what was going to happen at Fort Wallace, but I figured something was going to happen there in the story. It would just set up as this strangely dangerous, hostile zone. Well, maybe enough time hasn't passed for us to actually do the cowboy quest. And by cowboy quest, I mean deal with the veteran. kind of like to wrap his content up, though. I can see how they don't want you doing like a bunch of them in a row, because it's supposed to feel like he's goes back and visits his friend periodically during his adventures, not that you just exhaust that storyline.
Out of the damn way!
What? Why? I don't really understand what makes you hostile sometimes and not hostile others, but... You have unopened mail or parcels. Well, there you go. That'll give us something to do. Actually, that's true in real life. I need to go do my... I was about to launch into a story I will not bother to launch into about the... that was kind of annoying about the apartment complex I live at, and they have the new Amazon hub deal where packages just get delivered not to your mailbox but to an automated Amazon hub, and the people at the office that run the apartment don't have anything to do with it, because I just said I wasn't going to launch into this story. Well, let's put it this way. I have not necessarily found... I had a experience with the Amazon hub that didn't go right, where I couldn't get to my package by following the directions in the email, and as it turns out, the people who work in my residential zone wanted absolutely no part of helping, even if the response I got from Amazon tech support was, oh, well, I mean, you're actually going to need to get the people who actually run the box to open it for you then. To which they were like, we don't know how to do that. The whole point of this is that we don't have to do anything. We serve the box just as you do. We serve Lord Bezos. We do not question his ways. Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to go check our Amazon hub. We were emailed a code. Hopefully it works. Because if it doesn't, the leasing manager of our apartment complex will, treat us with thinly veiled hostility, and then if he sees us coming to ask a follow-up question, will yell at a subordinate to deal with us so that he can pretend to be busy and not have to talk to us. That's what's going to happen, folks. It's going to be really exciting. At least by the time we're done with this, the veteran may be available for another bit of outdoorsy fun. The veteran is the voice-acted character who pulls us into the fishing minigame late in the game. In that way, he's like this game's answer to Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy XII. They're practically the same character. Yeah, whatever, wild horses couldn't carry me away. Well, it's a good thing all mail that I have is delivered to all post offices simultaneously for my convenience. Telegraph office.
Be with you momentarily.
Do I have a
Liberty is worth every penny.
Okay, I don't.
Pay his service?
I thought I might have some to pay that I'd forgotten about. Hey, letter from the mayor's office. This is probably not anything good, since I didn't kill that guy he told me to kill. From the office of Jean-Marc Mercier, Mayor of Saint-Denis. Dear Mr. Kilgore, these are troubling times at City Hall with the resignation of Mayor Lemieux, but civic business continues. The new mayor has asked that you be formally commended for your recent service to the city of Saint-Denis. Please accept this token of gratitude of the citizenry along with a personal message from the mayor. This scandal will pass and we will be stronger than ever. Yours respectfully, the office of the mayor of Saint-Denis.
Between you and me, where you find a station, you'll find a lot of trouble. You get a lot of visitors coming in and out of this place, you know.
Yep, thanks for keeping that between you and me. All right, well, never mind that. So that plot line is completely resolved. What I saw when I read, I was like, oh, does it make a difference whether you kill that guy or not? It was, if you do, you get a small discount in shops, and if you don't, you find out that the mayor, you eventually find out that the mayor is removed from office. and that the guy that you were told to kill is the new mayor. And apparently that letter was it. So it took very little time for that to happen, and it was not particularly exciting. All right, well. That was... Still, we know that plot line is now completely resolved.
Hey, mister.
Kind of greeted him right as I was escaping from his gravitational pull there. Excuse me. Yeah, so we beat up one or two people. Actually, two people exactly. Well, three people, because we also beat up the guy that then, by refusing to kill that guy after we beat him up, this ended up somehow removing the mayor from power. Even though we were working for him all along. It was annoying at the time and seemed really unsatisfying, but I still think the most memorable end to a mission chain in any of these games, with Grand Theft Auto, in my mind, being lumped together with Red Dead Redemption in a very real way, was the end of the Donald Love missions in Grand Theft Auto 3, where you just go to Donald Love's office and he's just gone. And I don't know if you ever find out what happened. You probably do in other games, like, you know, Vice City is set before Grand Theft Auto 3, and it has this cute, but I thought ultimately kind of annoying, since I thought Donald Love was a more fun, evil character than the Burt Reynolds version that we get in Vice City. But we see young Donald Love as an intern working for an evil mastermind property tycoon guy in Vice City, but I don't think in any of the later games we really find out what happened to Donald Love. But you were doing some pretty nasty pieces of business for him. And all right, well,
Hey there.
mister,
Get lost.
what? I could kill you for that. I really could, actually. All right, let's set up a campfire and sleep for 24 hours and see if we can do a hunting mission or a fishing mission or something. So I'm gonna set up a tent to be comfy and try to sleep off this tuberculosis. I'm gonna sleep for 16 hours. See, Arthur is on this kind of crash diet where he's doing these, like, I forget what you call it, but you do these, like, intermediate or interim fasting. Oh, there's a new journal entry there. Letter from the mayor's office. Where do I actually get my journal? To find what his most recent entry was. Met a one-legged man. War veteran, interesting fella. Said to come by his cabin on the other side of a crazed run. Maybe I will. I probably should actually read this journal, but a lot of things I should be doing that I haven't been doing in this game. So what is the most recent thing you wrote up? It ain't John Mark, it's Sean Mark, you fool. And he's now the mayor. I guess that's good. Lemieux's done for. I think these consist in large part of just, like, you know, when you do a mission in Final Fantasy Tactics, and you don't really know what the hell happened. You just get like, our fortune could not have been greater, and you really don't know what the hell actually happened. But then you read about it later on. You find out what your party members actually did that involved stopping Zero from stealing things or whatever. What were the kids up to? Well, none of your business until you read about it later on in the journal. Because, if you just get the mission description, you're just going to find out that your fortune could not have been greater.
Giddy up. Slow up.
Sometimes I feel like this game is too easy, and I'm not even using TG Sid or mathematics skills. Certainly not save scumming when using the steal command, but you don't even need to do that once you got 2 characters with mathematics skills and all the oracle spells. Fuck. Sorry. Just went into a little aside entirely for the benefit of all dragon there. It's time for me to go on a hunting mission. My fortune could not have been greater. This mission was a gift from God. Mister? Alright, well. It seems oddly late in the video to get started, but we should be able to, You can tell by the fact that he lines his shoulder up with the door that he's not going to knock on it. I mean, I know which door it is. I just figured I would try some of the others, but I guess I shouldn't press my luck because I've been walking up the stairs before when the mission expired. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, mister, I do nothing but sleep outside of your home waiting for it to be time to entertain with you again.
So,
I'm so
how you
lonely,
keeping out
mister.
here?
Keeping fine, thank you.
So it's all right then, is it? Living out here,
Yeah, it's pretty
away from
good.
civilization.
Civilization. Yeah,
That's
I saw
me.
Civilization and industrial advancement will get you in the war. Progress, well, it ain't always progress.
But I will tell you, I'm a huge, huge fan of that one song about civilization, but it's kind of vaguely racist with the from the Fallout 3 sound. No,
I do.
I know you ain't forgot about him.
actually, I don't remember that as clearly as the fishing one, probably because the fishing one was a boring nightmare of a minigame, and the wolf one actually had some kind of narrative flow.
Oh, I still see him in my dreams.
Yeah, I got the whole of nature up here.
I still see him in my dreams. That happened over a day ago. And I know because I slept for more than a day in order to trigger this new mission. Sorry. My meta commentary on the game is probably not helping here.
And I'm gonna make the most of it, as long as there still is some.
To be most made of.
They weren't lying.
What's that?
Right there by the outhouse. Look at the size of that boar.
How are you attracting these animals?
Hell. I saw some cattle gored the other day, but I didn't think it was possible. Let's go take care of it.
That thing's gonna kill King, that thing's gonna end up killing.
Damn, I thought I got him. Pursue. I'll grab the mounts.
I'll grab the mountie. That thing's gonna end up killing, damn it, King Robert Baratheon. that's the reference everyone wanted me to make 10 minutes ago.
Stop there!
Well, you know this is going to be some kind of plot. Oh, man, I don't have any weapons of any worth. So I'm just running it. I see I should be bringing a grenade launcher against this thing. Jeez. Without the mounts, I don't have any of my good guns. Well, there's a giant boar track.
Come on, where are you?
I got the horses. Come on. Trail's hot. Come on.
I'm afraid I lost sight of him.
Don't worry.
At least I got some
Tracks
decent
go this
guns
way.
now.
Come on.
I'm gonna need something that does some damage, although, None of these guns are particularly well maintained.
You see that thing? It's as big as a buffalo. Keep up with me,
Buffalo
all right?
Rider.
Why are you stopping?
Figured I'd try not to get killed here.
Over here!
I probably want to be using a ranged Whoppet too.
Fast, too.
Yeah, but we'll get him. He came through here, all right.
How dare he attack my outhouse? And he must die.
Big shit. He's been across here twice.
Either that or it was me.
Well, he's been up this hill to the right and down this one in front of us. But I can't tell which tracks is fresher. Split up. You go up, and I'll go onwards.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Yep.
Hee-yah! Come on!
I wonder who will come across the boar first.
Yeah.
Or who we want to come across the boar first. That looks delicious. Hey, it's the she-wolf. We never actually did get the she-wolf. Yeah, I don't know how many boars are going to be able to gore a wolf. I mean, certainly they got the strength, but
Born wolves, too.
I thought he was just born wolves. Uh-oh. 'Cause usually a wolf will have the speed and agility to get away from a goring, but... Hold on. Let's go find out what it just hit real quick. 'Cause it sure looked like a bird to me. Yeah. There was like a bird flying in low underneath my horse. Hooves. Horse's hooves, I should say.
Yeah.
And we got one of those crows. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Well, the gunfire is not still going, which means either Hamish did real well or he didn't do real well at all. What's well, yeah. Don't have a real good feeling about Hamish here. And how many more fun missions we'll be doing with him. There's the boar's track. There's a horse.
Jesus, no.
Not your horse. Yeah.
Hamish.
I got thrown and the bastard hog got me.
It's my horse's fault. I want you to kill him.
Take a bill for me, would you? He's a good horse. He may be stubborn, but he's strong.
Any other final words? No? That's pretty much...
Good pig.
Okay, that was close because I accidentally... Because I went into Red Dead mode, but apparently it defaulted me being in Red Dead mode, so when I pressed the button to quickly go into Red Dead mode, it just had me come out of it for a minute. A huge wild boar is sighted near Hamish's cabin, and a hunt begins. Well, I'll take the trophy, but Is there a button that I can use to bury Hamish? Perhaps I can press L1 to pay my respects? It appears that there is no way to, there's no way to interact with his corpse, but I can take his head. I am not going out of my way to be disrespectful. This is what's happening right now. Well, shit.
Come on, Bill. Let's go.
You can temporarily steer one unbonded horse by hitching it in camp. Well, we haven't been to camp for a while, and it seems like as good as reason as any to go, but that I did have spoiled for myself. I kind of knew. Oh, Charlotte's still got him. Oh, God, please don't let this be the mission where we find that she's been raped and murdered by some random encounter asshole. Oh, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's what I had kind of inadvertently spoiled while reading about the side mission with the mayor, is that the side quest of the veteran was going to end, and his horse will probably disappear from his hat will probably disappear from my inventory with time, but
Easy.
let's go find his horse a place with our criminal gang. So that someday Micah can get him killed. Or Dutch. Oh, who knows? Maybe he's John Marston's horse in the next game and we didn't realize. We don't have a... Seems weird to me that we don't have a,
Hey, partner.
You actually choosing to look like that?
Wow. Apparently this guy really doesn't like the way our hat goes with our outfit. So our own horse, I guess we'll get it back when I store this one. That might involve actually going to a stable. Yeah, why am I going to our base instead of just a stable? I don't know which one will be closer. A stable would actually be farther, but this makes me more certain of eventually being able to summon our horse back. And that's an important thing to be able to do. Sorry. What is going on? Hold on there. Skin this little fella. Oh, I've got perfectly good skins left on my primary horse, which I should have. I wonder if we lose that, what I already had on it, because I had a good pelt on it. Not perfect, but good. Which I, of course, got through a mission, since I never managed to get anything but poor pelts otherwise. And the horse does have a name, after all. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. I can't harvest all of Buell's parts, eh? Alright, now that you've kicked me, let's move. Hey, I was going to greet you, but kind of didn't. Alright, we're now officially over 30 minutes, I think, but just want to get Buell locked away into the preserved state on our memory card, as it were. We've bonded. Maybe now he'll let me search the saddlebag, eh? I'm legitimately curious. Let's find out. No, it's no longer there to be searched. I now have my regular old commands instead. I had to reach a level 1 bonding with him before I could even do this kind of stuff. And now whatever was in the saddlebag would be considered mine, but I don't think there's anything in the saddlebag. No. Well, I'll get my own horse inventory back when I get back my lovely horse. My lovely dead veteran friends, running through the field. Where were you going? Did you kick me for trying to search your saddlebag? I wanna shower you with sugar lumps and ride you over fences, polish your hooves every single day, and take you to the horse tenters. My lovely horse, you're a pony no more, running around with the man on your back like a train in the night, yeah, like a train in the night. That sax solo has to go. And here we go. It took a while, but we're ready to call it a video soon, brother. We warp into garage mode.
Welcome to you and your horse. Afraid I ain't got any spare stalls for you.
No spare stalls. Come on, man.
Sorry, but without the paper, I can't pay you full price.
Did I sell it? I didn't mean to sell it. No. I wanted to stable it.
I'll miss that nag. Real good one.
Wait a second. What the? Well, how do I stable him then? I'm confused.
Well, who do we have here? That's a fine steed. Sorry, but the whole livery's full.
Oh, I have to sell one off.
Okay?
I gotcha. I don't remember how I got any of these horses. So I'll sell this. I think this one was a DLC. So I'll sell this one to make room. Upgrade him.
I'm
Not
thinking
right
of putting
now.
signs up for the shop along those bumpy roads just down the way. I think that'd bring in some business.
Yeah, well, I mean, I only know where we are because of my map function.
I'm always happy to stable that horse.
As long as you're willing to sell other horses, because I can only keep 3 horses at a time. Sorry. It's not a limitation that I intended to impose. It's gameplay. Well, there you go, folks. So we finished the Veterans Quest. It was a sad little quest that Arthur makes a new friend who is able to, who shows Arthur that he's okay to live a life of quiet decency in the woods, just hunting and fishing and not bothering anybody, and he gets killed by a boar. And his last words are, "Take care of my horse." I wonder if the big message was that his life living by himself in the woods was not really that great after all. I don't know. But at any rate, I'm calling it a video here. Trying to decide if I'm going to play more of this game or not, or call it a session. But won't confront you too much either way, because at my current upload schedule, in about 2 days or so, there'll be more Red Dead Redemption 2 for you to enjoy. See you next time.